So essentially, for the past couple of years, the Maltese government has made it very clear that it intends to make Malta one of the leading jurisdictions in the space of distributed ledger technology, one of which is blockchain. So in essence, the government, along with the regulatory authorities, have been geared towards making Malta an attractive proposition for all businesses related to blockchain-based activities, including cryptocurrencies as well. The thing which Malta, I would say, is doing differently than our jurisdictions is that apart from the positive will to essentially push Malta in that general direction, is that it is preparing what we like to call an ad hoc or a specifically targeted framework for these companies and for this particular business. Malta has proven itself when it was the first jurisdiction to regulate the remote gaming industry as well. So back in 2004, Malta was the first country to issue regulations with respect to the remote gaming industry. 14 years later, we're in 2018, there are still some other countries in Europe which still haven't regulated remote gaming, and they're considering to do so 14 years after Malta did the first step. So the infrastructure is there, the expertise is there, and the will is there as well. Yes, of course. So first and foremost, the framework for ICOs is still in its draft stage. We envisage that in the next few months, the proposed bill will be passed as an act. Of course, barring any unforeseeable issues. But essentially, the proposed framework will cater for those wishing to run an ICO, and it will cater for them in such a way as to impose as few unnecessary regulations as possible. That unfortunately the word ICO has taken a bit of a negative connotation. In fact, I can say that with regards to the upcoming regulation, the word ICO is not used. So there will be what we call a principles-based approach in terms of the proposed regulation. And again, we want to ensure that innovation is embraced rather than hindered. We are not interested in entertaining any form of scams or other fraudulent activities. We firmly believe that the future really and truly lies in blockchain technology as such. And the process will essentially entail the need to be in touch with the Malta Financial Services Authority, which will essentially be the regulator with regards to ICOs. There will be a licensing process, and for those, of course, who want to register their creation, their DApp, their platform, whatever it is, can voluntarily choose to do so with a new authority which is being set up, which is called the Malta Digital Innovation Authority. This new authority, MDIA in short, will be a certification body for those which will register their technology creation. The MDIA will have approved system auditors who will audit the system. If the system passes such tests, the system will be certified as viable by the MDIA. So again, we're not just talking about ICOs as a fundraising mechanism. We're looking at ICOs and other ventures which essentially are creating new pieces of technology using DLT. And we want to ensure that the framework which we built here in Malta caters and embraces such new technology. Here in Malta, we firmly believe that DLT will be a future component of technology as we know it nowadays. In fact, some term DLT as the missing block in today's internet, where DLT essentially represents decentralized trust. And trust has always been one issue in the internet. Whenever you're dealing with individuals from other countries and so on, there needs to be an element of trust. So far, the element of trust has been introduced by third parties who serve as gatekeepers, as bridges between one party to another. So we're talking about direct trust between one party and another using DLT. And that is why Malta believes that this technology will be the backbone of a lot of future endeavors So of course, the answer, I guess, is a bit biased, but I truly believe that what Malta has been doing so far is on a scale which very few other jurisdictions have done so far. Essentially, Malta, again, it aims to be one of the leading jurisdictions in the space. Hopefully, the leader in the space. But what I can say for sure is that at least within the European Union, Malta does intend to position itself on the forefront of this new wave of technology. Hopefully Binance was just the start, and this year will prove to be quite an interesting one for Malta in terms of the business which it manages to bring. We believe that the situation should unfold in the same way as it did for the gaming industry, where the European Union said that it will not regulate the gaming industry using, let's say, supranational laws, such as regulations or directives, but it will leave each member state to regulate as it sees fit. I think that that is basically the future, at least for the time being, when it comes to cryptocurrencies, DLT, blockchain, ICOs, and so on.